That the water was contaminated.
Our investigation prompted 2 federal hearings.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passed.
That supported our findings. Now, in this ruling, a VA Board of Appeals found Wilborn's exposure was grossly underestimated, and his cancer was service-connected. Even more significant, it found evidence that strongly suggests others may have been exposed to higher levels as well.
I've suffered from colon cancer and it's been ruled as service-connected, which means that I acquired it while I was at McMurdo.
But our investigation also found veterans across the country had their complaints rejected by the Veterans Administration for years.
This is my memory box.
Memories are all Elaine Swinney has left.
As he lay dying in my arms, I told him, I said, you know, he had asked me to go ahead and pursue this.
Now, with this recent ruling,
does this give you reason for new hope?
Of course, definitely. It gives me a little, actually it gives me a lot more energy to follow this through.
It also clears the way for others, and that's important to me. I worked with a lot of guys down there who are my friends, and I have memories of them. I worked with men who had cancer and were dying and had claims before the VA, and they all passed on. A whole stack of them, that's all.
How significant is it that this link has been made?
Well, it's very significant.
Gary Augustine is Executive Director for the Disabled American Veterans in Washington.
And in this case, you were discovered that these people that were serving up on this post were exposed to radiation that may have never come to light if you had not done your investigations.
Even so, no one can say with certainty how many others have either died or given up fighting for service-connected compensation.
We used all of our savings. We used everything we had. We lost our home. We lost everything.
Including this. Bankruptcy claimed both the instrument and the music her husband found so comforting. The VA declined to comment, but we found there are at least 26 other veterans still waiting for answers. I'm Chief Investigator Ron Regan.
On March 3rd of 1962, operators activated a nuclear power plant at the McMurdo station. The plant, like nearby Scott's Discovery Hut, was prefabricated in modules. Engineers designed the components to weigh no more than 30,000 pounds and to measure no more than 8 foot by 8 inches by 8 foot 8 inches by 30 feet. A single core, no longer than an oil drum, served as the heart of the nuclear reactor. These size and weight restrictions were intended to allow the reactor to be delivered in an LC-130 Hercules aircraft. However, the components were actually delivered to a vessel. The reactor generated at 1.8 megawatts of